welcome back to the All Podcast. Today we're diving into something we've all struggled with balancing work and study. It can feel like a juggling act sometimes, right?
Totally, Parmis. Some days it feels like there's just aren't enough hours in the day. I'm excited to chat about how we can make it work without losing our sanity.
Exactly. We're going to share some tips and tricks to help you manage both and maybe even find a little time for yourself along the way.
Let's jump in and figure out how we can all get a grip on this balancing thing. Hello everyone. What's up? How are you doing? Parmis, you've just started working and studying at the same time? Sounds like a big adjustment. Be honest. Has it been smooth sailing or more of a roller coaster ride?
Yeah, I was started working at a coffee shop. It's a pretty popular brand here, so we're always busy. Balancing work and study has definitely been a journey. In the beginning, there were days I worked until midnight and just couldn't drag myself out of bed for university the next morning. It was a struggle to keep up, but now, after about a month, I feel like I'm finding my rhythm. It's still a work in progress, but I think that I'm getting there.
You work at Lamis Coffee, right? I've heard it's super popular. So what's like working there and is it true you get amazing coffee every day?
Yes, I work at Lemmy's Coffee, and it's such a great place. It was the first coffee shop in this area to introduce coffee culture and build a real chain. We use 100% Arabica beans, which are smooth and easy on the stomach. And the atmosphere is just amazing. Cozy music, great lighting, and our branch is unique because it's made entirely of glass. You can see the view and even watch your coffee being prepared. What I love most is how we focus on creating a whole experience, not just, serving coffee. Our motto is also simple. You're going to feel better soon, and we really live by it. It's an honor to work at a place with such a strong vibe and mission.
Balancing both work and school must be tough, especially when you're juggling everything. What has been the hardest part for you so far?
Switching from work to study mode has been one of the hardest things. After a long shift, it's tough to sit down and focus on coursework. I even had to quit my German class and cut back on my French lessons because there just wasn't enough time to handle it all. And honestly, I've started worrying about what it will be like when I have exams. I haven't had to work a late shift the night before a big test yet, but I know it's coming and I'm already nervous about it. I think managing that will be my biggest challenge going forward.
So, have you figured out any kind of routine yet, or are you still in that stage of figuring it all out as you go?
Honestly, I'm still working on it. Right now, I'm trying to use my off days, like Thursdays, to catch up on studying. It's not perfect yet, but it's a start. I'd say figuring out a solid routine is definitely a work in progress, and I'm doing my best.
When things get tough, what keeps you motivated to keep going?
I really enjoy my job and I love my major, so that helps keep me motivated. Sometimes I even find connections between the two, which makes both work and studying feel more meaningful. I'm passionate about coffee, and working at such a well known coffee shop is honestly a dream come true. At the same time, studying psychology adds so much depth to my life. For me, it's about enjoying each moment and reminding myself that as long as there's life, there's hope. That mindset keeps me positive and moving forward.
Okay, back to Lamis Cafe for a second. You have mentioned it a few times. It sounds like you really enjoy working there. What do you think makes it so special?
The atmosphere at Lamis is something really special. It's not just about serving coffee, it's about creating an experience. We're all about making each drink exactly the way the customer wants it, and we're happy to go to the extra mile to meet their preferences. That we can attitude really makes a difference. I also love the connection we have with our customers. It's personal. Even when it's busy, we make sure everyone feels valued and cared for. The combination of teamwork, attention to detail, and genuine care makes Lamis feel like more than just a job. It's a place where I can truly make a difference.
Stress is bound to happen when you are juggling so much. How do you handle it when things feel overwhelming?
Managing stress has been a learning process for me. What really helps is keeping the bigger picture in mind. I remind myself why I'm doing this because I love my job and I'm passionate about my studies. I think that focusing on those positives keeps me grounded. Planning ahead is another big help. When I have a plan for the day, it all feels more manageable. And honestly, I remind myself that it's okay to feel overwhelmed sometimes, and it's a part of the process. It's about finding balance and trusting that things will work out.
And finally, for anyone listening who is trying to balance work and study like you are, what's one piece of advice you would give them?
My advice: don't stress too much about getting everything perfect right away. It's completely normal to feel overwhelmed when you're juggling work and study. Give yourself time to find your rhythm and don't give up on your dreams just because it's tough at first. Try different approaches, figure out what works best for you, and keep going. When you're passionate about your job and love what you're studying, it all starts to come together. You will find your balance and you will be stronger for it. All right, that's a wrap for today. Thanks for hanging out with us. Just remember, balancing work and study takes practice, so be kind to yourself as you figure it out.
So true, and don't forget to celebrate those small wins along the way. We are all in this together. Catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.